A brand new Avatar series has officially been announced. It is in the works. I'm not gonna lie. I have a feeling this show is basically almost done because this show has basically been in the works for quite some time.
I
Um,
mean, I remember because didn't they wasn't there leaks a couple months ago about this show?
no, they announced that they were gonna when they started Avatar Studios and they announced the movie that was coming out. Then on top of that, they did announce that hey, yeah, we're gonna develop a new show that will follow the next Avatar after Korra.
You
But
know, I
it was
always
never,
thought like
but
all
it was
Avatar.
but they never had any details on what it was until now. So before you continue, Michael, let me uh
Oh,
br- talk about this premise and give out all the information here because this is really important stuff. So the series is going to be called Avatar 7 Havens, and it has been ordered for 26 episodes that will span 2 seasons. The premise is as follows. Avatar 7 Havens is set in a world shattered by a devastating cataclysm. A young earthbender discovers she's the new avatar after Korra. But in this dangerous era, that title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. Hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens before civilization's last stronghold collapse. So, they didn't give us any details on when the show is coming. Um,
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be after the movie.
but the announcement does come because Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud, but Avatar: The Last Airbender did celebrate its 20th anniversary this week. You're clapping, but I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't I can't believe I said that out loud.
See, I'm starting to accept the fact that I'm getting old, so I'm used to it.
I know, but now now I'm in a spot where I need to start accepting it because I'm just like, dang it, like how did this happen? How did we get here? Um, so I don't know who I don't know who I should let go first because I don't know if I can contain myself because
So, anywho, because we're gonna be doing back and forth on this. I feel like this might be the longest subject here. So before I start my trolling, I do want to give preference to the Korra fans that listen to this podcast. I'm pretty sure Korra split the nations into the Seven Havens to save them. Okay, I can 100% agree with that. It does not include the fact that this is all her fault. I can guarantee you it's because she left those spirit portals open. Father Glowworm did something. Cole the Face Stealer. One of those. Bruh. There are evil spirits. I know damn well she wasn't corrupting them spirits. Knowing her, she never even thought first to begin with. So she just was just automatically doing shit. So
when she opened up the spirit world,
yes.
there is an entire second season that tells you basically what her reason it was for doing it. But okay. And hey, you are not gonna find a bigger core hater than me. But I'm playing
I gave her
devil's
credit.
advocate
The
here.
credit of me giving her was I'm pretty sure she did it to save the world. Like I don't want to give it like I'm pretty sure, but this does not. I'm pretty sure that has something to do with the spirit portals being fucking open.
I'm sure that's probably that's
Which
probably
I
the
feel
case.
like was still a dumb decision. You know, there's this TikTok page I follow called Absolute Kiyoshi ism, and she does skits.
Oh,
And
yeah.
one of
I've
the skits
heard of
that
this.
yes, one of the skits is it's been ever playing. It's Juan. And Juan gets mad at Korra for leaving the damn spirit portals open. And everybody looks at Juan and go, it's all the avatars. It's Roku, Kiyoshi, and them. Juan is gonna be okay. Nothing's gonna happen. Korra knows what she's doing. And Wanda's like, I close those portals for a reason. Wanda is Korra. She's gonna be okay. And now I'm waiting for her to post the thing where Wanda's like, oh, it's gonna be okay, right?
It's gonna be okay, right?
Oh yeah. The spirit portals, right? Yeah. I do feel bad for this new Avatar, knowing that she's not gonna be able to talk to nobody but Korra, because she takes place right after Korra. And I've heard some of the things, because I guess some art came out. I guess it was leaked a couple months ago, so like some pictures came out where the new Avatar is like disabled. So not only she's disabled, she has to listen to Korra. I would be so pissed. I'd be like, wait, isn't there more of y'all here? No, just me. What do you mean, just you? But this probably proves that Korra is the worst Avatar of all time. Aang's better. Roku's better. Kyoshi's better. Yangshin's better. Karuk is better. Wan is better. Is there anything you want to say, Zeke?
Before I start with anything, how about you actually tell me your thoughts on the show in general?
I mean, I'm actually excited for the show.
Okay, you went so deep, you went so far down a completely different. Like this went from, hey guys, the new Avatar show is coming, to let's 10 reasons why Korra is the worst Avatar.
Like I said, I'm actually excited for the show because actually they brought it up good too. I do want to know what Korra did. I'm pretty sure I know what Korra did, but like I said, it involves spirit portals. But let's just say, if not gonna lie, if it's something bad, like they just say, if the writers just go, we actually really do hate Korra, so she actually did just crash out. Oh, the glory, the glory. I don't know, but I feel like it's been a minute since we got another Avatar. Well, I mean Avatar, I mean like a new one, and this is way different than what I thought they was gonna do. I thought it was gonna be, I remember we talked about this a couple of years ago. I think about the Avatar adjusting to like a technological world.
Yeah, and from what I've heard, that this series does take place in a world that's very similar to ours. From some of the rumors, again, the rumors, I don't know how true they are, but from some of the rumors I've heard is that this show does take place the world has evolved basically to the point where it is very similar to ours.
See, that's the thing. I got it as an apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah, there's that too. I mean, it could go there's so many different directions it can go in. I mean, it can go in a completely different, because I mean, Republic City is the,
no, that's gone now. That's not one of the Havens.
No, well, no, like Republic City, like that's where the spirit portal door is.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about the city in general. Like the city in general is gone.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably taken over by the spirit portal, the spirits at this point.
It's taken over by Father Glowworm.
Okay, so
do you think her spirit animal's a badger mole? Because I know she's not blind, but she's also disabled, so I thought that'd be like a pretty cool. Or what do you think her spirit animal was going to be?
I don't know, because Kyoshi didn't have one.
Nah,
because I've read the Kyoshi books, and I don't think Kyoshi didn't have one.
Did it start with Roku then?
I think it might have started with Roku because the dragons were very much part of the Fire Nation culture, which is why Roku had his dragon, and then so was the Sky Bisons. The Sky Bisons were a very big part of the
Air Nomad.
Airbenders,
Yeah.
the Air Nomads culture. But the waterbenders really they never established that waterbenders had their own kind of animal sidekicks until Korra. Like it wasn't until Korra that they were like, "Oh, let's give," because that's the thing. That's what they really wanted Korra to have an animal sidekick, which it's an animated show on the Nickelodeon. Of course, you're gonna want to do that. So the whole concept of waterbenders having this like polar bear dog, I don't think that was ever established until Legend of Korra.
I mean,
So,
I could see her. I could see.
unless
see
they
her having
decide,
like panda, like a panda hybrid. I don't know. There was panda hybrids in Avatar yet. I can't remember. 'Cause I think Hebe was like a panda, so I know pandas are there.
yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe a panda, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because I also don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it does end up being, if the character does end up being, you know what? Let me save that for a minute. Let me take a step back because I haven't gone into how I feel about this because I have so many different feelings about this show. Number one, I am so happy. I'm so happy that we're finally getting.
I was proven right, and Korra's a bad avatar. I've been happy too.
I'm so happy. We finally have a show, a new Avatar show that could be coming very soon. And hopefully, please God, please Lord Jesus, please Lord Jesus, let this be better than than the M Night Shyamalan movie, than the Legend of Korra, and then the live action Netflix show. Please let this be better. Please let this be the greatest thing we've had since the original series. Please let it be, at least come close to it, because I don't know how much more I can take. I don't know how much more bad Avatar content I can take after.
Hey,
after
let's look
you
on the
know,
bright side. She can't fuck up the avatar cycle.
but and look, I know a lot of people are like, "But Zeke, what about the net?" Look, again, I'm not the Netflix live action series is not nearly the monstrosity that that the movie is. It not even close. Not even close. Okay, compared to the to that movie, the live action Netflix series is Oscar worthy, but it's still not. It doesn't feel like Avatar. It doesn't feel like it's like visually it feels like it's part of the world, but it as tonally doesn't feel like it's part of the world, And as much shit as I give Korra a lot of shit, but at least Korra is somewhat consistent in tone with the original series. It's somewhat consistent. There's a consistent tone there, even though Korra does try to go more darker than Airbender, which again doesn't work. But this isn't a review.
Hold your thought on that one. I do want to put in. If they do the apocalyptic world setting, this might be the darkest one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I kind of hope. I feel like the Avatar studios know their fan base a little. Like I know they probably will try to get to kids, but I want them to be like about what we're going to talk about after we talk about this. I think I don't know the order of how we're gonna talk about things, but when we get to like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, I want them to do that approach where it's like more. It's still a kids show, but it's more.
But adults are going to get a lot more out of it than a kid would. Yeah.
And I'm kind of hoping they take that route because I feel like most of the Avatar fans are now adults now. You know,
Yeah,
we're gonna watch it, but yeah,
yeah.
most of us are gonna be adults now. So
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody who was a child when this show was on, like,
yeah,
is now over 20, so it's
yeah.
over 18. So it's like, at this point, this show is going to come out. It's most likely going to try and do what the um and I don't want to put this. I don't want this to sound like a bad omen. I don't want this to sound. I don't want. Please don't take this the wrong way, internet. Please don't hate me for this. But it is going to kind of do what the Star Wars sequel trilogy was trying to do, which is introduce a new generation to the Avatar franchise um, that hadn't been exposed to it before. You know, much like how, like I Avatar: The Last Airbender came out at the perfect age for me. I was 5.5, probably almost 6 years old by the time that show
I was 10.
debuted. Yeah. And then Korra came out right around the time I had just become a teenager. When did Korra come out? Like 2012? Was that 12?
I want to say yeah, but let me.
Yeah, double check that for me. But I think it was 2012. I think the first season aired in 2012.
Yeah, April 14th, 2012.
Okay, so I was 12 and a half, almost 13 at that point. And now this series is going to come out, and I'm like, right now I'm 25. So, so I've kind of, I'm coming in the same way that, like, fans of the original Star Wars trilogy came in when Force Awakens was coming out, or whatever. So, but that all aside, this show sounds awesome. Just based on the premise. This premise alone. A world shattered by devastating cataclysm. Holy shit, that's awesome. Holy shit, that's awesome. A young earthbender discovers she's the new avatar after Korra, but that title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. Holy shit, that's awesome. Hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins. What? So now there's a mystery element? What?
No, when they say mysterious origins, and I'm thinking origins, I think they might try to get the Avatar cycle back. I think this might try to get the Avatar cycle back.
You think so? I see.
Because I feel like it's one of those things that the writers regret doing.
Okay, to quote Hawkeye from Avengers Endgame, don't do it, Michael. Don't give me hope. don't give me hope.
I honestly, because if you know the writing, I mean, like the thing, like, you know how, like, they kept not knowing if there was going to be another season and another season, and I feel like that might be one of the things they regretted, is breaking the line.
Maybe, but even like in later interviews, they would go on whenever somebody would ask, is there a chance we could ever get that cycle back? In interviews, both Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino both adamantly said, no, she's never gonna get that connection back. She's never gonna get that connection back.
It's that line of mysterious origins, because that's making me believe it.
But is that the only thing that mysterious origins means? Because it could also mean the mysterious origins for these twins. We don't know what their backstory is.
That's true.
Like, my theory is that these twin girls have either a parent or both parents that came from the spirit world. I think this is the first Avatar. I think, and this is going to be so. I'm getting so excited thinking about this concept. I think we are going to get the first Avatar that was born with spirit world blood in them. like actual born from the spirit world.
Okay.
I know a lot of people hear that and they go, "Oh, so she's gonna be Anakin Skywalker, who's a virgin in the Force." No, fuck that. No, what I mean is that she's gonna have either whether it's the mother or the father is gonna be a someone that came from the spirit world. It's gonna be like a Hercules situation where it's like Hercules is the son of Zeus, but his mother is. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of someone complete. No, but it's gonna be like a Percy Jackson. There we go. That's what that's what I'm thinking of. Percy Jackson, where Percy Jackson is the son of Poseidon, but his mother is from Earth, is from the real world. You know, I have a feeling that's where the mysterious origins thing comes from. You know, because they also refer to her twin as a long lost twin.
Yeah.
To which I'm like, okay, well, what is that? That's got to be one big important thing. Like,
Her father's father glowworm. See, I made that distinction already. Father glowworm.
I feel like you just want to a father glow movie.
I mean, they was building him up. Okay. They've been.
But yeah, no, I love the sound of this show. I really love the sound of this show.
It was Cole the face stealer this whole time. Cole the face stealer stole Korra's face.
And here's what I'll say: adding to the Korra hate. Oh my gosh, does it feel so satisfying for the actress of Korra in the video that they announced this show? Go, huh? I wonder who caused that.
Bitch, we know it was you.
Bitch, we know damn well it was you. Because your show sucked. We know damn well it was you because your show sucked.
I'm just happy that this actually makes Korra the worst Avatar ever. I don't care about her bending prowess. I don't care if she did the strongest feat in all of Avatar. She fucked up the world, Zeke.
She fucked up the multiverse, Mike. Don't forget, she fucked up the multiverse. She's like the Sylvie of the Avatar universe. She's that universe Loki.
I wonder how long she lived before she fucked up the world too.
Oh man, I don't know.
I'm just saying, if this ends with her crashing out, if it was just Asami got killed and she crashed the fuck out, oh, I'm having a field day.
Oh great! Here come the comments referring to us as claiming us to be homophobic. Here we go. I can already tell.
No.
You know how much shit I get every time I talk about the ending of Korra and how I think the relationship between Korra and Asami comes out of fucking nowhere.
I mean, I feel like that too, though.
See, okay, good. I'm not the only one.
I feel like that too, though, because I really like. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't a lot of established before.
I mean, I don't mind if you want to make this if you want to make Korra gay. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
if you want to make Korra bi, like I don't care. Like I know she dated around with Bolin. Was it Bolin?
It was Mako. Yeah, Bolin had a crush on her, but Mako.
Oh yeah, no. Bolin pulled the real baddie of the series. Bolin pulled the Aubrey Plaza. So Bolin pulled Aubrey Plaza. So yeah, he really won that life after.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, like I know she dated Mako. I know that didn't work out. I just felt like the whole Michael sitch, and then Michael dated Asami. I mean, I think for me, if you was gonna make her bi, I would have she would have did it outside of the group. Because that's where, yeah. Because I'm like,
if the person came, like let's say if that character had come in, like if were introduced to that character in like season 2.
Yeah.
But Asami, we were introduced from the very get-go with no hints at a love relationship in season 1 or season 2. You get a little taste of it in season 3. But season 4, it's all of a sudden like they're madly in love all of a sudden. It's like, when did this happen? When did this happen?
I'd rather than like a new character. I don't know. I mean, me personally, it's homie hopping, and I've never been a big fan of homie hopping.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me. I mean, like I said, I don't really care if you don't make her buy.
Please, somebody make that into a T-shirt. I'm not a fan of homie hopping.
I mean, technically, it is though.
just
I really feel like this was. I really feel like the writers really hate Mako. Okay, because if I was Mako and I dated Avatar, then I dated Asami, and then they both dated me, and then out of nowhere they're fucking. After I broke up with them, I'm going to be pissed. I'm crashing out.
Oh no, I'm killing myself after that shit. I'm
probably over here having dinner about how shit I was as a boyfriend.
That was their first date. That's how they. That was their first dinner conversation. Remember how shitty of a human being he was?
Yeah, man.
That's where that came from, though. People on Reddit hated Mako so much that they started shipping Korra and Asami, and then the writers looked at that and went, "Oh well, we'll do that then."
But then that's my thing though. Like, it's still homie hop because you're still hanging out with the nigga. He's still part of your team Avatar. Like, they was just over there being messy.
Still
just being messy. It's just being messy.
Oh, that's so funny. It's still homie hopping because you're still making out with the dude. Man. Yeah, no, Mako better have a really hot girlfriend right now.
Hey, you know,
I don't know if they're still doing the Korra. I don't know if they've done any more Korra comics, but if they did, I hope Mako I hope Mako got himself a really hot girlfriend because.
Hey, see, you know, it'd be hilarious if the catalysm had been like right after what we see from Korra, like legit right after that.
Yeah, no, but I read the first few Korra comics that came after the show ended, and no, that's not what immediately happened.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I will say this though. The fact that Korra and Asami were dating came off very surprising to Mako and Bolin.
I'm pretty sure it would.
I mean, Bolin damn near passed out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it would. Because if I was Mako, I'm telling you, I would have crashed out.
Mako just looked like he was dating. Mako just looked like he was dead inside afterwards. That was his reaction.
Bolin pulled Hobby Plaza. So, I mean, Bolin can do whatever he wants. He pulled Hobby Plaza. I wonder if he ever went back to her at the end.
Went back to who? The
character Hobby Plaza played.
Oh, are you talking about the that what was she, like a waterbending princess or something?
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I want to say
she's from season 2. I know she's from season 2.
Was she a prince? I think she was. I think she was a princess.
Yeah, because I know she was related to Unalaq or something like. She was related to Unalaq, which season 2 for me is the worst is the biggest offender. of the show.
I just want you to know, season 2 would have been season 2. The events of season 2 would have happened if Toph just got out of the damn cave.
Seriously.
So technically, this is all Toph's fault. Technically.
The reason why the Avatar state is gone, that's because the reason why the original cycle is gone is because of Toph.
Because Toph didn't want to get out the damn cave. And then how they explained it too is she felt that shit.
Yeah, seriously. But hey, you know what? It is so satisfying in season 4 to see Toph just beat the shit out of Korra. Oh, it's just so satisfying. After sitting through multiple seasons of me hating on Korra and hating her so much as a character, it felt so good to see Toph just beat the shit out of her. Especially when she's filled with when she's still filled with poison.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, oh, thank God. Oh yes, please keep beating her up, Toph. Please.
But let's totally be honest. Toph would have did it without the poison.
Probably, yeah, exactly. Because she damn near almost kicked Aang's ass too.
Now imagine Toph in her prime. Oh,
Korra's fucked. Korra's fucked. Like
Toph in her prime. Ooh.
I mean, was Toph in her prime when we saw her in the last Airbender? Because for all we know, her prime could have been after the show, in between Korra and.
No, her prime is going to be in the movies that's about to come out when they're 20.
Because she's gonna be the biggest badass of the movie.
Oh no, you know how they need to draw Toph? How the play did. Just make it buff.
Just make Toph buff. My name's Toph because it sounds like tough, and that's just what I am.
Hey, I don't know what y'all complaining about. That sounds accurate.
She's like, are you kidding me? I wouldn't have cast it any other way. At least it's not a flying bald lady. And then it pans over, and then the camera pans over. It's just Aang, like looking at the camera, all pissed off.
You see Toph just Toph. You know what happened? Toph was actually what they didn't put in the behind the scenes in that episode. Toph was the casting director for that play.
My favorite part about that whole episode is my favorite part of that whole episode is when they're recreating this moment where it's Zuko and Iroh standing face to face, and Iroh goes, "Prince Zuko, it is time we had a talk." And then it's in suspense, and then he goes, "About your hair." They show the play Zuko with this long, dreary hair, and he's like, "It's gone too far." And then literally the next moment, they're like, "Azula, my sister, what are you doing here?" "You caught me." "Wait, what's that?" "I think it's your honor." "Where?" "She's gone." "But where?" "She escaped. But how?"
I'm not gonna lie. I needed Aang to one day be like, when he was running away, when he on one of the times he needed to run away from Zuko, to be like, "Hey Zuko, your honor."
"Hey Zuko, look, I think it's your honor."
"Where?" "Zuko, you better hurry up and chase it." "My honor."
Oh my goodness.
We'll catch Avatar for honor.
That episode of them at the play, it was one of my favorite episodes of the entire show. It really is. Because that episode, it's so funny, but it also it's a nice way of kind of like how like you needed Ant-Man and the Wasp in between Infinity War, like after Infinity War, to kind of like get like kind of cleanse you from all the depression that came from Infinity War.
Yeah.
You needed that Ember Islands episode because what comes after the Ember Island players episode is the finale, is the Sozin's comment stuff, and that shit gets so fucking insane and honestly pretty damn dark because all of a sudden Aang is now having to ask himself, "Wait, I have to kill a man?"
The fact that Yang Chen literally sat there was just like, hey, no, you got off that guy. Like, I already knew Kiyoshi's answer.
Yeah, no, Kiyoshi was always going to be like, no, you couldn't kill him. And even Roku was like, look, I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, this is what you got to do because I didn't do this, and look where we ended up,
But then, like, he went to another airbender because that was his thing. They're not supposed to kill. Even Yang Chen was just like, no, you got to kill him. I haven't read the Yang Chen books, but I heard she had like a god complex in the books in her shit.
I'll be honest, I haven't read them either. I haven't read them either.
But I heard
really
she
want
has a
to.
god complex. Like her avatar state was like her god complex. I'm like, it makes sense now why she was like, kill him.
Just fucking kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him. Kill him.
All the avatars kill. Aang should have met Wan first. I want to see. Like, I'm mad that Korra got to talk to Wan because I wanted to see that interaction.
Yeah. I do. I mean, hey, you know what? We're getting a movie.
Oh yeah.
We could see it in the movie. I mean, because at this point, Aang's not talking to Roku anymore. Aang's not talking to Roku anymore because if you read the well, I think it's The Promise. That's the one where Zuko goes bad again.
Oh wait, is The Promise the one with the with him with them trying to take the Earth the Earthland or something? The Earth, not the Earth Kingdom. Where they're fighting.
Basically, The Promise is.
Or is that the Azula story?
No. So The Promise picks up right where the show left off, and basically there's an assassination attempt on Zuko's life, and those assassins came from the Earth Nation, and that's what causes this war. And the ending of that war is what led to the formation of Republic City. So it was that story is key. In hindsight, when you look back, that story is key to where you go, further into the.
So why is he not talking to Roku?
Because Aang went and asked Roku for advice, and then Roku said, this sounds awful lot like Sozin. You got to do what you got to do. He wanted Aang to kill Zuko, even though Aang proved that killing someone ain't the answer, ain't the only way to solve these problems.
No, you got to kill Zuko.
Roku still was like, no, you gotta. He's gone too far. He's gonna, if you don't end this now, it's gonna get worse. And so Aang was just like, okay, well, sorry, Roku, but
can't do it.
And
I just prove to you I'm not a killer.
And then he went on to go, resolve the conflict anyway, and
Hey, he already knew he can't talk to Kiyoshi.
Yeah, he already knew not to talk to. Yeah, he already knew. He's like that's. He's like he probably thought to himself, "Oh, should I?" I'm like, nope.
Man, should I talk to Kiyoshi? What am I asking myself? I'm not talking to Kiyoshi.
Why am I asking myself this damn question? I'm not gonna ask her.
I always want to see their interactions. Just be like, no, kill him.
Yeah.
Seriously. Why is your answer killing to everything?
Why is that the only answer you want to provide for me?
Because why aren't you killing?
Because killing will save the world. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You saw what I did to Ozai? Yeah, I was very disappointed that you didn't kill him.
Yeah, no. The first thing she said was, "Man, what a pussy."
You know, if I chose to live longer, and you wouldn't be put in this position.
If she could have lived longer, she would have been killing everybody. There wouldn't be 100-year war. There
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
have been
no,
100-year
would have
war.
died for sure.
Soza would have been dead. Maybe Soza should have asked Kyoshi what to do in that situation.
No, Roku asked Kyoshi. Kyoshi just would have looked at him like, "You already know my answer." But he's my friend. What's that supposed to mean? Kill him.
Kill him. Someone needs to create a T-shirt with Kyoshi's face that just says "Kill him." Kill him.
I need a picture of a Zuko's face goes, we'll hunt Avatar for honor.
Anyway, okay. Let's move on.
Wait, how excited are you that Korra's the worst Avatar in history of being
I
Avatar?
already said how excited I am. It brought me so much joy.
I just want you to reiterate it.
It just brought me so much joy to hear that Korra is the reason for all these problems, and I do feel bad for this new Avatar because she's got to clean up the mess.
Like
that,
I know Avatar.
I can't wait for this show to start, and all of a sudden the show just starts crapping on Korra, and all the Korra fans are going to be like, "This is the worst show ever."
And all like the Avatar The Last Airbender fans, yes, yes!
All the Korra haters are going to be like,
well, which is why, like, I put the thing out of, I'm pretty sure Korra did it to save the world. I'm pretty sure that's the way they're going to go.
"Oh yeah, yeah."
But there's a lot of
That's every Avatar has done something to. I mean, look at Roku. Roku caused a war that literally led to the mass genocide of an entire nation.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, because all right, so I would, now since the news been out, like, my TikTok has kind of have been Korra haters and Korra lovers. Like, it's kind of been filled, right? And a lot of Korra lovers are like, but like every Avatar has to clean up their mess. Like, look what Korra had to clean up for Aang. I was like, what did she have to clean up other than
there was just a lot of corruption and political corruption going on.
But that's not Aang's fault.
Yeah, exactly. None of that was his fault.
Because like they was trying to put up like some Korra lovers was like, yeah, but like Aang started like the non-benders versus the benders. I was like, no, because Sokka was like one of the highest members of like the government.
He was a member of council.
Yeah, I'm like, Sokka's not a bender.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, like Aang thought about that. Like, if you have like if your council has some non-benders,
and he became a water bending chief too.
Yeah, water tribe.
A water tribe chief. Yeah, a water tribe chief. So
I'm like, no, like that wasn't Aang's fault.
And also, after Aang's passing, non-benders would go on to take over Republic City.
Yeah.
And as far as the government goes, I mean, yeah, you had Tenzin and you had Lin, Top's daughter, Lin, but for the most part, other than that, you had mostly non-benders sitting on the council.
Yeah. And I'm starting to hate the argument that Aang was a bad dad, because number one, his children have no outcome of what Korra does in the show. I mean, other than Tenzin, like the other kids, like Boomy and them, it's kind of like, wait, okay, like what do you mean he was a bad dad? Like, how does that affect what Korra's done? Did these kids try to attack Korra?
Well, here's where I will say this. I do think Aang was. I'm not gonna say he was a bad dad. He was just he was a neglectful dad.
I wouldn't say neglectful because I think
The
I
man
don't.
literally favored Tenzin because Tenzin was the only person that carried
Well,
the
I mean,
airbender.
I gotta rewatch Korra, but I don't want to say because I remember, and I could be remembering wrong. One of the kids was like, I didn't want to know about the Airbender stuff.
Well, it's because none of them had the none of them, Kaya took on water bending. Boomy was born a non-bender, and then you had Tenzin who was born the airbender.
I just want to say this: the fact that Boomy's not the favorite was always shocking to me.
And you know what's funny is that Boomy actually has a lot more of Aang's personality than Tenzin and Kaya do.
Yeah,
Tenzin and Kaya carry Katara's personality, whereas Tenzin is definitely you look at you look at Boomy, that's Aang's kid.
yeah.
You see the way Boomy acts, I'm like, oh no, that's Aang's kid.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that Boomy's was not the favorite is crazy to me. Like I
Yeah.
can't like wrap my head around it because I'm like, dang, this is
Maybe
yours.
Michael, you just gave me a new life goal. I'm gonna sit down and rewatch Legend of Korra with you. That's the only way I will rewatch Legend of Korra is if you do it with me.
So I gotta suffer.
If you're gonna, because you were saying I haven't rewatched Korra, I haven't
Well, I mean,
rewatched.
for that part, because I remember like some of the kids were just like, I didn't want to do the Airbender stuff,
I
and
think
I get it, but then like Aang was just like, I feel like first of all, one of the goals of Aang, I'm pretty sure was, okay, well now I have an Airbender child, I have to teach him my culture,
mhm.
and he did have to teach the Airbender the culture, but I'm like, I feel like Aang wouldn't exclude his children out of it.
Mm,
But I feel
but
like Aang wouldn't also force it on them.
but yeah, he wouldn't force it on them, but I also do think obviously Tenzin, not Tenzin, Boomy and Kaya were very hurt by that because they didn't have a close relationship with their dad like Tenzin did. But yet again, from what the show implies, Tenzin didn't have that close of a relationship with Katara as a child. So they kind of both sides kind of lost both. Like Boomy and Kaya lost that connection with their dad, and then Tenzin kind of lost a connection with his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I just hate when the Korra lovers like use that. And I'm just like, but what does that have to do with Korra
Yeah,
directly?
no, but as an avatar,
Yeah.
which is the important thing,
Like that has nothing to do with
which is a world which has world-ending implications.
or
Aang was better at that.
or cataclysmic.
Cataclysmic implications. Aang was better at that.
Yeah, man. Other than the destruction of Ba Sing Se, what happened under Aang's watch?
Mm, yeah, nothing. Not
Exactly.
really. I mean, again, mass genocide of the Air Nation.
That wasn't under Aang's watch.
He
That was
he he was the Avatar, and he ran away before he could. He ran away. It was his fault.
see, they broke the rules. They wasn't supposed to. Hey, let's say this. They told Aang the year that So's comet was the year that he was just Avatar. Number
Yeah,
one.
but
Number two.
that's because they knew. They were like, "Yeah, something bad is coming. We
Yeah.
need you to jump on this now."
But number two was number two of that thing I'm about to say is when it's different than when we see Aang when we first see the show than when they told him when they told him. Because like right after that, everybody start treating like all his friends start treating him funny and shit. As a kid, you're probably like, the fuck? Like, what did I do? Like, this ain't right. Like he wasn't, I feel like he wasn't at that age, which is why they had that thing from previous avatars, like don't tell them till they're 16 or something, because he wasn't mature yet.
18. It's usually it's at 18.
Okay, well, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
He wasn't mature yet to handle all that information. And let's totally be honest.
He wasn't mature.
We seen him do it in 3 months.
Uh-huh.
But I think at that point in time, he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, no.
Which means it's either he dies, and then now they're just going to be attacking the Water Nation, finding the new Avatar. So now all the water, or that war would have been completely different if Aang didn't do what he did.
Yeah.
Hey,
there's another what if episode.
Hey Zeke, while I was talking about it, one of my old coworkers from my Instagram, because I put the Korra hating thing up, and they was like, he literally just responded to me right now and put, laughing my ass off. Man, my wife and I have refused to watch Korra after all these years. Even my daughter tried to convince me it was good a few years back.
Damn. Here's the thing I've always said about Korra. I don't think that show is 100% bad. There are good things about the show that I do like.
It's the choices that they made.
There's certain writing choices there's a lot of writing choices that are made that I don't agree with. Like, cutting off an entire Avatar cycle because you're like, oh, let's just do it just for the sake of it. Just because
I don't understand that.
That choice comes out of nowhere. Like, there was like no way in hell did they set up the potentiality of this cycle ever being broken, and then they just did it just for the hell of it. But anyway, because we've delved way too long into this conversation. We got a couple other things to talk about.